It's dangerous for leaders to assume that the loudest voice in the room is the most competent. Hey, Internet friends, it's Joe, and welcome to another episode of Simplify, Focus, Scale. It's a natural human tendency for all of us to naturally gravitate towards confidence. Confident people tend to speak first and more often. They tend to sound very certain when they speak and even project authority. But none of those things automatically mean that they're right. Likewise, the quieter person in the room may actually have a deeper understanding. I've done this too. I'm an observer by nature, and I used to feel like I had to stay quiet because other people seemed to know what they were talking about. And I just assumed that if they sounded certain, they must know something I didn't. But what I learned over time was that quite often I had the answer to prevent problems, but I didn't take the opportunity to speak up and voice those issues because someone else was speaking. And what I learned was to pay a lot closer attention to the quality of someone's thinking rather than the volume of their voice. So at this point, the question becomes, instead of asking, who's the most confident, we ask, who's asking the better questions? Because confidence attracts attention. Competence earns trust. And as leaders, we need to be careful not to confuse certainty with capability. The people who speak the loudest aren't always the ones with the best answers. Remember, everybody, competence speaks with purpose. All right, everybody, thanks for joining me for today's episode. Make sure you've liked the video if you haven't done so already, and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss anything that we're putting out every week. And if you have any questions for me, you can always drop them in the comments below. I love to hear your thoughts on these videos, or reach out to me on the website at jpcoachingnow.com, where you can also follow me on any other social media platforms if you'd like to as well. In the meantime, I look forward to seeing you again next Wednesday in another episode of Simplify, Focus, Scale.